Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. This is going to be the last video that I make in this series on revisiting ESO. We basically finished the story, the main storyline I should say, for the Elsweyr expansion. We got to explore the Necromancer as well. It's a really cool class. I absolutely do enjoy playing it. And I'm pretty happy with what we have done so far. And I basically want to give you guys like a little bit of some of my thoughts on the Elder Scrolls Online as we basically end this series. So know that we only scratched the surface, but I was not really looking for a new main game or a new MMO to put a whole grind in. The Elder Scrolls Online for me is something that I dive back into from time to time just to get like a storyline experience, maybe start a new character. Things like that. So I'm already very happy with what I achieved and what the game has offered me, but know that you can absolutely make this your main game, your only game, and play this as an MMO as well. What we've seen here is just one storyline. There's like dozens and dozens of quests that we have potentially encountered throughout Elsweyr as well, and know that this is really only a tiny bit of what the game has to offer. If we go to Tamriel, all of these places can be visited. Some of course are behind one of the expansions like the Morrowind expansions, but this is just a mind-boggling amount of content that you can explore at your leisure without having to pay a monthly fee. That is really a massive thing. Of course the expansion, they cost real money, but I must also say on Steam I see the game and the expansions on sale quite regularly, so I can highly recommend the ESO, especially the Elder Scrolls Online, especially when you can pick it up at a discount. And yeah, next to what I've done so far, which is just create a character, roam around a little bit, explore a bit, do some quests. There's massive MMO elements as well. You can go into crafting, there's PvP stuff to do. There is just so much more to do than what I covered, and all of that available just, you know, pretty much for buying the game and nothing else. The graphics, in my opinion, are still very much competitive. In fact, for an MMO, I think that it's a gorgeous game, and well, it does what I want it to do. It gets me into the Elder Scrolls, into that world. It really immerses me. Every quest is voice acted, which is pretty damn amazing, especially if you want to take your time and go through all of the dialogues. You absolutely can do that. And then some of the NPC interactions with the worlds are really pretty damn cool as well. I think that it is one of the most immersive MMOs that you can choose as well. And for that as well, I think that it deserves a look at. If you have any interest in an MMO or just an RPG experience, this is pretty damn amazing. Really the only drawback that I personally have and see compared to the single player Elder Scrolls experiences is the fact that when you go up against a big bad guy who's got an amazing sword, in the single player experience you're gonna get that sword and you'll be able to use it from then. Here that is just the MMO loot system. It has some limitations, but what they've been able to do with it so far, in my opinion, is absolutely amazing. So after going through that main storyline, I think it's time for my character to join the Mages Guild. That's what I'm going to do next. But this was basically my revisiting of the Elder Scrolls Online. Look at everything that there is to do in here. It is absolutely a huge amount, and we have to talk to, not this one, we probably have to go like up or something in order to find that person. But yeah, the amount of stuff, and that's another big cheat right there, that you can do here is really absolutely huge. I hope that you enjoyed the series and that, well, it might kindle your interest in ESO. I can say that I highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, if you want to see more like this, because this will, of course, now have been the series for February. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild... We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit.